Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. And guys, today I just wanted to show you the trades we had today. The only trade, well, two trades actually. We had one loss, in fact, on S&P 500, but this was the actual win we had on Nasdaq. So I'll show you the breakdown. I was asking you guys on the free group to if you wanted to see the breakdown of this trade I actually took today. This was the setup. I was expecting for the market to kind of like go up in this demand supply zone, and expecting the market after the New York Stock Exchange opening, I wanted to see the market actually go down. That's basically what happened. It did struggle a little bit, but ended up giving me that nice 1 to 11 risk to reward. So I did send this to the VIP, which is, of course, this is the free group. Okay, this is what I was asking, and this is the actual free group, and I will show you even the loss right here. This was my loss on S&P. I'll show you the breakdown on S&P. It's basically right here. We were actually bearish. The market gave me a little imbalance right there. I did have this order block formation. Market is struggling. It was kind of like doing the same as Nasdaq, but by the time the New York Stock Exchange opened, it did a crazy push. It did a very crazy push. Now I'll show you right now. Let's go 5 minutes. It did a crazy push, like getting me out, then actually going to the downside and pushing back up, and then going down again and pushing back up again. If I didn't place this thing on break even, it's been kind of hectic, you know. It's going sideways right now. It's still, though, like you can see that it's like going to the downside in a certain way, at least for what, for the last couple of days, since Friday. Since Monday, the market has been pretty much like going to the downside because it's creating new lows, right? So yes, we're bearish, at least in a smaller time frame. If we go on bigger time frame, 4 hour time frame, at least we know that the market has been pushing up. Okay, but anyways, let me show you the breakdown, which is why we're here. This was the main reason why I'm doing this video, so I'll show you the breakdown right away. So I was saying, I was actually on my 1 minute time frame right here. I was seeing the market. These are my hours. You see this blue zone right here, this area. This is my normal hours when I trade. I normally trade from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. My country. This is Eastern time. Okay. I consider that based on my favorite hours of trading, these are the hours that I try to stick in front of the computer, to be in front of the computer. Okay, trading, because I'm a mentor, right? And I'm providing classes and I'm educating. I need to stay more than that, right? But my personal trading hours are done at 1 p.m. Like I try to stick to this plan. You know, from 7 to 1, I try to stick to this plan. Okay, it's part of my trade. Sometimes I may break it, but I know the consequences. I know what's possible and what can happen. Okay, so anyways, on 1 minute, what we're seeing the price is breaking in structures to the downside. I know that when I do this, you see, I'm on a 1 minute. I don't need to go too far. I was seeing that the market is kind of, just from here, you don't need to go very far away. I'm just seeing that the market is definitely, like, it broke. It was consolidating here. It broke the consolidation to the downside. So if it's breaking, I'm trying to also follow price action right here. So let's say we have our, let me draw my support and resistance. My resistance right here. All right, I have a resistance, and the market right here. This was the previous low, right? And it was consolidated. It was kind of going into a range. Let me show you, by the way, again. Let me open this. So this was on Monday, right? My trading hours on Monday. Then right here, the markets tend to go slow. This is why I don't like trading. It's still New York stock is, the New York session is still open, by the time I stop trading at 1 p.m. in my country, the New York session is still open, but it tends to move slow after 1 p.m. based in my setup, in my time frame, right? So it tends to move slow. That's why I rather trade just from 7 to 1, which I personally think it's the fire hour. Like normally you could have very big movements during those hours. But that's something personal. You might like to trade maybe during London session. You might like to trade during Asian session. It will all depend on what you're looking for. Okay? But again, what am I seeing? I see that on Monday the market created a new high, right? This was a new high. The market was creating a new record high. Well, not record high, but at least on a 4-hour time frame, the price has created a new high. It broke the structure to the upside, but then started dropping. As soon as it created that high, the price has been going down, consolidating. And today, London session, 3 a.m. in the morning, this is when London session starts, it started also dropping and going down, going down. So in my mind, I'm already switching, right? I'm getting prepared for sales because it's looking like it wants to go down. It's breaking. You see, already broke the structure, pulling back, retested the zone, and now it's going down, creating new lows, right? So hey, market definitely wants to go down. It definitely wants to go down. Okay, so knowing that, I know now that the price broke this structure, right? It broke it, retested, went down, it broke again another structure. We have another BOS. It went down, pulled back, it tried to go higher, but it's failing, and now price goes down again, creates another BOS, another break of a structure, so it creates another low. And I'm gonna highlight this zone. We have a low here, we have a low here, we have a low here. You see, every time the market is creating from here, market keeps creating new lows. All the time, it's creating a low, low. You see, all these zones are full of lows. Lower low, lower low, lower low, lower lower, lower low, lower low, lower low. It wants to go down. It keeps going down. So why should I be looking for a buy? At least on a 1 minute, because I'm scalping, right? And what I'm seeing on a 1 minute, I'm seeing this thing is bearish as hell. So you could be looking for a buy. For example, let me give you this example here. Let's say you spotted this order block right here, right? This potential order block to the upside. Was that a good order block to actually go on a buy in this zone, for example, here? Was that a good zone to go for a buy? Yes. Yes, it was. But guess what? Where are we? Okay? Makes sense that what I'm thinking here at this point, what happened is that retail traders were trying to get in. I'm not saying maybe institutions were actually trying to push the market up because we're bearish. As I mentioned, try to understand the structure. We're bearish. You could have entered on this buy, maybe aiming this previous highs right there. But guess what? The price failed to continue pushing up. Why? Because we are breaking structures to the downside. Market is giving you signs of, it wants to go down. It wants to still continue to the downside. And we are below in the structures. So I want you guys to start, whenever you make a decision to go buying and selling, it has to make sense. It has to make sense based on the structure. You need to understand market structure, okay? If you don't know market structure and you just want to, you're saying, I want to trade like institutions, but hey, you got to start from learning price action, okay? You need to understand how the market moves when it creates a new low and all of that, right? Knowing that, I know that the market broke very strong. Look at how strong this candle was right here, breaking this previous low. This movement right here was key. This movement on a 1 minute time frame. I'm seeing that from this bullish candle, the market then boom, crashed. That is my order block, right? The previous candle before the big move. I pay attention to this one. Why I didn't pay attention to this one? Why didn't I pay attention to, I don't know, somewhere in the top? Because of the noise. There's too much noise right there. There is not an aggressive sale. Remember, whenever you're trading supply and demand, you're looking for aggressive selling and aggressive buying. So is this an aggressive sell from here to here? No, right? Maybe this one candle. Okay, you could say maybe it's a little aggressive, but it wasn't It wasn't that big, at least just yet. In fact, let's say you saw that one, right, and you wanted to get into a sell because you know, at least you do have also imbalance right there. You took this sell and you got stopped out, so be it. Fine. If you got in there, maybe that was an early entry for you to go selling, and the price actually stopped you out in this order block right there. Fine, no biggie. Okay, shit, I got stopped out on that one. Fine, I'm gonna continue looking. So you continue looking, you see, watch the market dropping. All of a sudden from here, that's when it crashes. Big move, and that big move breaks this low. When it broke the low, you have imbalance, right? What do you also have? You see the prices consolidating right here. So right here in this area, we have liquidity right here, and we have liquidity above this size. So this zone is pure liquidity. Whenever the market consolidates, it's building up liquidity, right, to the upside. So right here, that's when I actually said, when the market was inside that consolidation, let's see, Nasdaq, right, 1 minute. When the market was inside this consolidation and it was going down, I see that, okay, it looked like it's wiping liquidity already right here. Maybe it's going to try now to push up. And that's what the market did. Once the market went down, see, it got a little lower. The market got actually a little lower, breaking this previous low. So it took liquidity, grabbed the entire liquidity right here, and then the price pushed to take this liquidity as well. So it took these guys out. It took these guys out, right? These early sellers and these buyers right here, it took them out. So grabbing liquidity, boom, struggling a little bit here. I'm glad I placed the stop a little higher, right? A little higher, because if I would have placed the stop right here very, very tight, I would have most likely got stopped out. Believe me, it has happened to me a lot of times. But guess what? If it happens and I still notice that shit wants to go down, and there's a lot of struggle right here, I most likely will be getting manually in again into this thing, right? Because this is normally, whenever you trade supply and demand, you normally place a sell limit order or a buy limit order, normally, right? So anyways, I'm glad that, as I mentioned, I placed the stop loss a little higher. The market, it was consolidating, it was still inside the zone, then it started going down and down and down. I was very happy what I was doing. Then after that, the New York Stock Exchange opened 9:30 right here. This is when it opens in my country. It spike up a little bit, touching the order block again one more time before actually crashing, and then pulling back, little pullback correction right there before actually coming crashing down again. So that was a nice, 93 pips, and the risk to reward was 1 to 11. Beautiful trade right here. If you're interested, guys, on what I'm doing, I recommend you going on my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. You'll find out that I'm offering a bundle, right? A bundle comes with my course, mentorship, and a VIP signal group for life. It's only one-time payment. You have a 20% discount right now, so don't miss out this opportunity, guys. Again, I want to leave this thing as a big disclaimer right here. If you're only looking for signals, I don't recommend you getting this. If you want to learn, this is for you. But if you're only looking for signals, please don't ever pay attention to only signals. I decided to add this to my students to keep them learning. I am not just sending just a freaking message saying, hey, guys, like I know many, signal providers, they normally do this. Buy at, I don't know, 13, 1 second, 1360. Stop loss at 1320 and TP at 1380. Just an example, right? Signal providers, they will do that. They wouldn't even share a setup, how they did that entry, right? Because they don't want you to understand what they did. Because if they are selling your signals, right, and they show you the setup, eventually at some point you will understand what he's doing, right? You will understand what he's doing. So guess what? You're not going to be buying his signals anymore. And these guys, they don't want you to learn. They don't want you to, they just want you to depend on them. So I don't want my students to depend on my signals, because in any moment I can just say, guys, you know what? I'm tired of sending signals. I don't want to send signals. You have knowledge already, so go ahead and work on your own. I'm trying to teach. I'm not trying to sell signals. But anyways, I included this signals and this VIP. Basically, it's a group where I share completely. I break down everything what I do. If I'm being stopped out, if I'm taking profits, if I'm not, I am explaining. I have no idea how many videos. I mean, you can see here how many videos I post a day, daily in this thing. Maybe 6, 7, or even more videos. I think that's little. I even post about 10 videos a day in there. Little videos, short videos explaining what is happening. Sometimes I think that I overshare too much information. Maybe some of the students are not able to keep up with so much information there. But that's basically what I do. Okay, again, if you're looking for signals, this is not for you. If you want to learn really how to spot this type of sniper entries, catching big risk to reward ratios entries, this is for you. Thanks again, guys. If you're new on the channel, please subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to keep posting videos like this. I do share information as well. I do share setups on the free group as well. I show them this daily setup on Nasdaq, and I believe the market will continue crashing. We will have soon we will have another crash similar to this one right here. Okay, I am pretty sure, unless something happens like the war in Ukraine is over, inflation is over. If they really say that, okay, then market could be correcting to the upside. But if not, all I see is this thing crashing. I mean, just look at the daily today, right? It's getting deeper right now. So it's starting to struggle in this order block on the daily. So again, if you want to learn, this is definitely for you. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.